Hi, a very good day to our respective lecturer, Dr. Lo Cheng Yi. I myself, Simrisan Anaki Bhaskaran, I am a representative for Group 1 for the course BDC 40603 Robotics. So, our group title is Roofing. So, let's kickstart our presentation with the next slide, which is the workflow builder. So this is also called the roofing workflow. So this is a simplified workflow of manufacturing of roofing. So I will explain about the each and every step of roofing in the next slide. Okay, for the step 1, we call it coil requisition and loading. So these are the things we have to do for coil requisition and loading, which is we have to request coil from store, and coil type depends on order, color, thickness, coil width. Take out the coil from the coil store and record the coil usage and coil daily inventory record, production sheet, and we have to load the coil onto uncoiler. And as you can see, the resource in is coil, resource out is also the coil, and equipment we are use forklift, overhead crane. And step name coil requisition and loading, as I've mentioned before, and duration of the step is 10 minutes. And as you can see, for the checklist we use coil requisition for roofing, and coil usage for roofing, coil daily inventory record for roofing, and coil daily inventory record for truss, and also production sheet and daily coil usage for batten. So these are the common steps we use for all the steps. Firstly, we have to configure the step details, and then we have to configure the assets, and then we have to configure the item types, and lastly we have to configure the checklists. So these are the elements we use for all the steps for the roofing manufacturing. So let's see in detail for the next step. So step 2 is mission setup and product setting. So as you can see, we have briefly explained in the table, which is fit in coil into mission using uncoiler, set up length and quantity in control panel, produce first piece, and resources in is coil, resources out is first piece product. And equipment we use is uncoiler and roll forming machine. And step name we have mentioned, machine setup and product length setting. And duration of the step is 10 minutes, and checklist is production sheet and manual production sheet. So for the elements we use step details and assets and item types, as we have mentioned earlier. Right, so next step 3 is first piece inspection. So for this step we are going to use uncoil, roll form, and cut first piece, measure length, visual check, record inspection and test results. And resource in is first piece product, resource out is first piece product. Equipment we use is measuring tape, measuring tool, or gauge. And duration for this step is 5 minutes. And as you can see, the checklist is inspection checklist, which as mentioned, ARI, MFG, FO, F067. First inspection test is ARI, QAD, F037. So these are the elements we use for the step as normal: step details, assets, and item types, and checklist. And is uncoiled, roll form, cut. So for this step, special mention for truss include inkjet printing for product code, produce according to the length, quantity, and bundling requirements stated in production sheet. Inspection by operator every 50 pieces, and every time change coil. Okay, so random inspection by QC have to be done, and for resource in is coil, resource out is final product, and equipment we use is uncoiled roll forming machine, and duration it depends on the order length and quantity. Checklist is production sheet. So for step 5, control of non-conforming material or product. So as you can see, the points is segregate faulty material or product and label. Right? Issue non-conformance report, which we call as NCR. Issue repair requisition if mission problem. Take necessary action or rectify problem. Alright, so resource in is non-conforming material or product, resource out is non-conforming material or product with proper identification and storage. Equipment is none. Duration of step depends on the cause of rejection. The process may take 1 hour and above if large numbers are involved. So checklist, non-conformance report, repair requisition. So these are the 3 steps, minor steps: step details, item types, and checklist, as I mentioned above. Step 6 is packing. So packing follow the standard packing method. Total bundle according to production sheet. Prepare label and stick onto the bundles. And for the resource in is roll formed products, as we have done before the previous step. Pallet, plastic sheet, metal strapping. Resource out is packed products, equipment, packing tools, steel strapping. So duration is 5 minutes, and checklist, none of it matters. So for the next step, the last step, which is step 7, balance coil unloading. So for this step, we need to unload the balance coil from uncoiler. Weigh the balance coil, record coil usage and coil daily inventory record, sign order done by the in production sheet, move the product bundles to designated area, and resource in is balance coil, resource out is nothing. Equipment is overhead crane, forklift, weighing machine. And duration for this step is 10 minutes, and checklist, as you can see, the coil requisition, coil usage, coil daily inventory for roofing, and coil daily inventory for truss, and product sheet and daily coil usage for batten, and stock cut for batten. So these are the final steps, and all over the steps we have completed, and these are from our group 1. So thank you.